The sun rises over the Serengeti plains, casting long shadows across a land that feels like it's from a different time. As the first light of dawn breaks, the vast expanse of the Serengeti awakens, revealing a landscape that has remained largely unchanged for millennia. The golden hues of the sunrise paint the sky, creating a breathtaking canvas that stretches as far as the eye can see. This is a place where the rhythm of nature beats strong, where the cycle of life and death plays out in its most raw and unfiltered form. This is Tanzania in East Africa, home to one of the world's most amazing natural wonders, Serengeti National Park. Spanning over 14,750 square kilometers, the Serengeti is a sanctuary for a diverse array of wildlife. From the towering giraffes that gracefully roam the plains to the stealthy leopards that lurk in the shadows, every corner of this park is teeming with life. The Serengeti is not just a destination, it's a living, breathing testament to the beauty and resilience of the natural world. Imagine a place where time seems to stop, where everything feels alive and wild. Here, the air is filled with the sounds of nature, the distant roar of a lion, the rustle of leaves as a herd of elephants passes by, and the melodic calls of countless birds. The Serengeti is a place where the boundaries between the past and present blur, where the ancient rhythms of the earth continue to pulse through the land. The Serengeti isn't just a park, it's a safe place for animals, a reminder of how powerful nature is. It's a refuge where endangered species find sanctuary, where the delicate balance of the ecosystem is maintained through the intricate dance of predator and prey. The sight of a lion resting in the grass, its eyes scanning the horizon, is a powerful reminder of the raw, untamed beauty that defines this land. The land goes on forever, covered in golden grass and dotted with acacia trees that look like guards against the huge sky. These iconic trees, with their distinctive flat tops, stand as sentinels over the plains, their silhouettes etched against the vast open sky. The Serengeti's landscape is a study in contrasts, where the simplicity of the grasslands meets the grandeur of the endless horizon. It's a land of two sides, where the dry season makes everything brown, but then the rain turns it into a bright green carpet. The transformation is nothing short of magical. During the dry season, the earth is parched and cracked, the grass a brittle brown. But with the arrival of the rains, the landscape is reborn, bursting into a vibrant green that stretches as far as the eye can see. This cyclical renewal is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the Serengeti's flora and fauna. But the Serengeti is more than just beautiful. It's full of sounds, a choir of animals singing across the plains. The annual migration of over 1 million wildebeest, accompanied by hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, is one of the most awe-inspiring spectacles on Earth. As they move across the plains in search of fresh grazing grounds, their hooves create a thunderous symphony that echoes across the land. The Serengeti is alive with the calls of birds, the chatter of monkeys, and the distant howls of hyenas, creating a rich tapestry of sound that is as captivating as the landscape itself. The air buzzes with insects, showing just how much life is packed into this tough environment. Birds sing everywhere, mixing with the noises of zebras munching on grass and elephants trumpeting far away. The Serengeti is like a stage where life and death happen every day, a story that's been going on for thousands of years. Here you can see how nature balances everything perfectly. Every animal, from tiny insects to big lions, has an important job. And it's this balance, this careful dance between hunter and hunted, that makes the Serengeti so fascinating and wonderful. As the sun gets higher, shining brightly across the plains, the Serengeti's animals start their day. Huge groups of wildebeest and zebra, thousands of them, move together across the savanna, their hooves making a steady beat on the dry ground. They're following an ancient instinct, a need for water and fresh grass that sends them on a huge journey, a circular migration that's one of the most amazing sights in nature. But their trip is dangerous. Hidden in the tall grass and under the acacia trees, danger waits. Lions, their brown fur hidden by the grass, watch the herds hungrily. Cheetahs, sleek and fast, get ready to run after their next meal. The Serengeti is both beautiful and harsh. Every day, animals fight to stay alive. Every creature plays its part in keeping the ecosystem balanced. The hunters, with their quick reflexes and sharp claws, are amazing and scary at the same time. But even as we watch their power, we also admire how clever and tough the hunted animals are. Zebras and wildebeest, even though they seem vulnerable, are great at escaping. They use their speed, quick moves, and big numbers to trick their hunters. And so, the dance of life goes on. A survival story playing out on the big stage of the Serengeti. The African elephant, the biggest land animal, moves gracefully for its size. Despite their enormous size, these gentle giants navigate the vast savannas with an elegance that belies their bulk. Their every step is a testament to the harmony they share with their environment. A dance perfected over millennia. The sight of an elephant striding across the plains is a reminder of nature's grandeur and the delicate balance that sustains it. They travel in herds led by the oldest and wisest female. This matriarchal structure is crucial for their survival, as the matriarch's experience and knowledge guide the herd to water sources and safe grounds. The bond within the herd is strong, with each member playing a vital role in the group's well-being. The matriarch's leadership ensures that the young are protected and the herd remains cohesive, a living example of unity and strength. These gentle giants are amazing to see, their wrinkled skin showing a long life under the African sun, and their big ears flapping like sails. Each wrinkle tells a story of survival, of enduring the harsh elements and thriving in one of the world's most challenging environments. Their ears, not just for hearing, act as natural air conditioners, helping to regulate their body temperature. Watching an elephant flap its ears is like witnessing a symphony of nature, each movement purposeful and vital. They talk to each other with low rumbles that travel for miles, keeping in touch with other herds and warning off rivals. This sophisticated form of communication is a testament to their intelligence and social complexity. These rumbles, often felt more than heard, create a network of connections that bind the herds together. It's a language of the giants, a deep, resonant conversation that echoes across the plains, ensuring the survival and cohesion of their communities. Their trunks are incredibly clever and strong, used for everything from grabbing leaves high up in trees to drinking gallons of water. This versatile appendage is a marvel of evolution, capable of delicate tasks like picking a single blade of grass or powerful actions like uprooting a tree. The trunk is also a tool for social interaction, a means of expressing affection, curiosity, and even discipline. It's a lifeline, a bridge between the elephant and its world, enabling it to interact with its environment in ways that are both practical and profound. They use them to hug their babies, to make loud warning calls, and to show feelings we're only just starting to understand. The trunk is a conduit of emotion, a way for elephants to connect with each other on a deeply personal level. When an elephant wraps its trunk around a calf, it's a gesture of love and protection. When it raises its trunk and trumpets a warning, it's a call to arms, a signal of danger. These behaviors reveal a rich emotional life, one that mirrors our own in many ways. Watching an elephant family is like seeing a complicated society, one that's been developing for millions of years to help these magnificent creatures survive. Each family member has a role, from the playful calves learning the ways of the world to the wise elders passing down knowledge. Their interactions are a blend of cooperation, care, and sometimes conflict, all contributing to the strength and resilience of the herd. Observing them offers a glimpse into a world where survival depends on unity, wisdom, and the enduring bonds of family. Giraffes, with their super long necks and patchy coats, are another famous sight on the Serengeti. These gentle giants are the tallest land animals on Earth, with males reaching up to 18 feet in height. Their unique coat patterns, a mosaic of irregular patches, serve as a form of camouflage, blending them into the dappled light and shadows of their environment. Each giraffe's pattern is unique, much like a human fingerprint, making them easily identifiable to those who study them. They eat leaves from acacia trees, using their long tongues to carefully pull the tender shoots from between the thorns. These tongues can be up to 20 inches long, and are prehensile, allowing giraffes to grasp and manipulate objects with surprising dexterity. The acacia leaves are rich in moisture, which helps giraffes stay hydrated in the arid landscape. Despite the thorns, giraffes have tough lips and a thick, sticky saliva that protects them from getting hurt while feeding. Being so tall lets them see danger from far away. Their height gives them a vantage point that few other animals can match, allowing them to spot predators like lions and hyenas from a distance. This early warning system is crucial for their survival, as it gives them time to move to safer areas. Giraffes often stand in groups known as towers, where they take turns keeping watch while others feed or rest. A flick of their tail, a toss of their head, a gentle nudge with their ossicones. These are all part of how giraffes talk to each other, a quiet language of staying safe, family, and finding food. Their social interactions are subtle yet complex, involving a range of behaviors that convey different messages. For instance, males engage in a behavior called necking, where they swing their necks and heads at each other in a display of strength and dominance. This can look quite dramatic, but rarely results in serious injury. And then there are the zebras. Their black and white stripes, a dazzling sight as they move in huge groups across the plains. These stripes are not just for show, they serve several important functions. One theory suggests that the stripes help to confuse predators by creating a visual illusion when zebras move together, making it difficult for a predator to single out an individual. Another theory is that the stripes help to regulate the zebra's body temperature by creating small-scale air currents that cool the animal. These stripes, different for every zebra, help them hide, making it hard for hunters to pick one out from the moving crowd. Each zebra's stripe pattern is unique, much like a human fingerprint, which helps them recognize each other. This is particularly important for mothers and their foals who need to stay close to each other in the bustling herd. The stripes also play a role in social bonding, as zebras often groom each other by nibbling at the base of their necks, where the stripes are most prominent. They're very social animals, always snorting, whinnying, and playfully nipping each other. These interactions help to strengthen social bonds and establish hierarchies within the group. Zebras communicate through a variety of vocalizations, including barks, brays, and snorts, each with its own meaning. For example, a loud bray can signal alarm, while a softer snort might be a greeting. Their social structure is based on small family groups led by a dominant stallion, who protects the group and leads them to food and water. Their babies, born with wobbly legs and cute curiosity, are a constant joy, a reminder of how strong life is in this tough environment. Zebra foals are up and running within hours of birth, a necessity in a landscape filled with predators. They stay close to their mothers, who are fiercely protective, and quickly learn to recognize her unique stripe pattern and scent. This early bonding is crucial for their survival, as it ensures that the foal can find its mother even in the midst of a chaotic herd. The sight of a young zebra exploring its world full of curiosity and energy is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life on the Serengeti. Wildebeest, often forgotten next to their more famous neighbors, are a key part of the Serengeti. They are the wanderers of the plains, their lives controlled by the rains that bring water and fresh grass. Their yearly migration, a huge parade of hooves and dust, is one of the most amazing sights in nature. Millions of them move together, following an ancient instinct to chase the rain. They face many dangers on their journey, from hungry hunters to dangerous river crossings. But they keep coming back every year, showing how powerful nature's rhythms are. Along the Serengeti's rivers and lakes, different animals play their parts in this great story of life. Hippopotamuses, mostly underwater, come up with loud snorts, their territorial grunts echoing across the water. They're powerful creatures, even though they eat plants, and their fights over territory can be fierce. Nile crocodiles, watching from below the surface with cold eyes, are masters of hiding and waiting. They wait for unsuspecting animals, their strong jaws able to crush bone. These ancient reptiles remind us of the time of dinosaurs, a living link to the prehistoric past. The air is filled with bird song. Brightly colored bee-eaters swoop and dive, their shiny feathers catching the sun. Vultures, with their sharp eyes watching from high above, circle patiently, waiting for their share of a kill. Oxpeckers, little birds that help out the savanna's bigger animals, sit on the backs of zebras and giraffes, picking off ticks and other bugs. This partnership shows how everything is connected on the Serengeti. Even the tiniest creatures, the insects crawling everywhere, have an important job in this complex ecosystem. As the sun starts to set, making long shadows across the plains, the Serengeti becomes magical. The air gets cooler and the animals get busier, getting ready to hunt or finding a safe place to sleep. The fight for survival is never far away, but there's also a sense of peace, a feeling of harmony across this ancient land. The Serengeti reminds us that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves, a delicate web of life that we must protect for future generations. The sun gets higher, making the savanna very hot. The air shimmers, making mirages on the horizon. The peaceful morning is about to end. A tense feeling hangs in the air, a basic instinct felt by both hunter and hunted. A herd of zebras grazes calmly, seemingly not noticing the danger nearby. Their stripes, which usually hide them well in the open, don't help much in the tall grass. One by one they lift their heads, ears twitching and noses sniffing, trying to find any sign of danger. They don't know that a group of lions is sneaking closer, their tan fur hidden by the golden grass. The lions move gracefully, every move showing they are top hunters. The females, sleek and strong, lead the hunt. They are the core of the group, the ones who catch the food that keeps their families alive. Their muscular bodies, built for speed, seem to float through the tall grass. Their sharp eyes never leave their target. The male lion, a magnificent animal with a thick mane, watches from afar, his job to protect the group and their territory. He will join the hunt later once the females have made the kill. Surprise is key to their success. Somewhere else on the savanna, a cheetah watches, its flexible body ready to move. This is a creature of pure speed, the fastest land animal, able to run up to 70 miles an hour in seconds. Its spotted coat hides it well in the shadows of the grasslands, letting it stalk its prey perfectly. Its slender body, built for speed, isn't as strong as a lion's, so it must rely on its quick reflexes to catch its food. The gazelle, not knowing the danger, eats grass. Its big eyes are always looking around, but even they can't always see the cheetah coming. As the sun sets, painting the sky orange and purple, another hunter comes out. The leopard, a master of hiding, is most active at night. Its spotted coat blends in perfectly with the forest and rocky areas where it lives. It hunts alone, using stealth, speed, and amazing agility to catch its prey. A baboon, away from its group, moves through the forest, looking for food before dark. It's careful, always looking around, but even its sharp senses can't match the leopard's stealth. Back on the open plains, the tension grows. The lionesses tense up, ready to pounce. Suddenly they burst from their hiding place, snarling and roaring. The zebras run in a panic, their survival instincts taking over. The chase is on, a desperate fight to live. The lionesses weave through the running zebras, aiming for the weakest one, a young zebra, away from its mother, falling behind. They choose their target and chase it, their powerful legs carrying them across the savanna. The cheetah, a blur of motion, bursts from the grass, focused on its target. The gazelle jumps and runs, racing for its life. The cheetah's incredible speed is amazing to watch, but the gazelle is agile, dodging and weaving to stay ahead. The chase tests their endurance. The leopard, hidden in the trees, waits. As the baboon walks below, the leopard drops silently. The The baboon, caught by surprise, shrieks, but it's too late. The leopard's jaws close around its throat, a quick and painless death. These scenes, as harsh as they seem, are important to nature. They remind us of the careful balance between hunter and hunted, a balance that has kept the Serengeti alive for thousands of years. The hunters, even though they are fierce, are important for keeping the number of prey animals at the right level, stopping them from eating too much grass and keeping the ecosystem healthy. The circle of life, though sometimes cruel, is beautiful and intricate. The sun sets on another Serengeti day, painting the sky with many colors. The night sounds fill the air, insects chirping, a jackal howling far away, lions grunting after their meal. The Serengeti sleeps, but not for long. Tomorrow the sun will rise again, shining on this timeless land, and the story of life and death will continue. It's a privilege to see this raw beauty, this untamed wilderness. And it reminds us how important it is to protect these special places for future generations. Across the Serengeti, a silent performance is led by the rain. Rain is essential to this ecosystem, controlling the rhythms of the savanna, changing the land and the lives of its inhabitants. The dry season, with its hot sun and dry earth, makes the Serengeti golden brown. The grasses die, the water holes shrink, and the animals gather around the few places with water. It's a hard time, a test of survival. But even in these tough conditions, life finds a way. Acacia trees with their deep roots stand tall, their leaves feeding giraffes and other animals. Elephants, able to sense water, use their tusks to dig in dry riverbeds, finding hidden springs that help them and other animals. As the dry season ends, a tension builds. The wildebeest, lean and strong from months of little food, get restless. An ancient instinct tells them it's time to move, to follow the rain and fresh grass. And so begins one of the most amazing sights on Earth, the Great Migration. Millions of wildebeest, along with zebras and gazelles, start a huge journey, a circular trek of over 500 miles across the Serengeti and into the Masai Mara in Kenya. They move like a giant river of hooves and dust, a thundering symphony of sound and motion. The ground shakes, their snorts and bellows echoing across the plains. The migration is dangerous. Hungry predators wait, seeing the migrating herds as a feast. Lions, cheetahs, leopards, and hyenas stalk the edges of the herds, ready to kill. Crocodiles, hidden in the Mara River, wait for the wildebeest to cross, their powerful jaws a deadly trap. The air fills with panicked bellows, the churning of water, the snapping of jaws. It's scary and amazing, a stark reminder of nature's power, the thin line between life and death. Yet even with all the killing, there's a sense of balance. The predators aren't cruel, they're just trying to survive, just like the migrating herds. The Serengeti is a complex web, a careful balance between hunter and hunted, grazer and grassland, scavenger and carcass. Every species, big or small, is important for keeping this balance. Wildebeest, by eating grass, help control its growth, preventing fires and making space for other plant eaters. Their dung fertilizes the soil, helping new plants grow. Predators, by killing the weak and sick animals, stop diseases from spreading and keep the prey populations healthy. The scavengers, vultures, hyenas, jackals, clean up after kills, stopping disease and recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. As the rains come, the Serengeti changes dramatically. The dry earth soaks up the water. In just days, the landscape explodes with green. Grasses grow, flowers bloom, and the plains become a lush paradise. The migrating herds, having finished their long journey, return to the southern Serengeti to have their babies. The air is filled with the sounds of newborn wildebeest, zebras and gazelles. It's a time of plenty, a celebration of new life. The Serengeti, with its amazing landscapes and incredible variety of life, is a treasure for the whole world. It's a place where you can see the raw power of nature, the complex web of life. But this fragile ecosystem is threatened by humans, climate change, and poaching. It's our job to make sure the Serengeti survives for future generations. Through conservation, responsible tourism, and education, we can help protect this natural wonder, keeping its beauty, its diverse life, and its important role in the planet's health. The Serengeti reminds us that we are connected to nature, and we need to be better caretakers of our planet. As the sun sets over the Serengeti, you can't help but feel amazed by all the life in this remarkable ecosystem. It's a world within a world, a small example of the planet's biodiversity where every creature, from the smallest insect to the biggest elephant, is important. We've seen the drama of predator and prey, the changing seasons, the delicate balance that keeps this ancient landscape alive. The Serengeti isn't just a collection of animals and plants, it's a living thing, a testament to the power of nature. It's a place where time seems to stop, where the rhythms of life and death have gone on for thousands of years. But even though it seems timeless, the Serengeti is fragile. The balance that has kept this extraordinary place alive is threatened by things both inside and outside its borders. Climate change, growing human populations, and economic development are now the biggest challenges to its survival. The Serengeti's future depends on us understanding these challenges and protecting it. It's a responsibility for everyone, not just governments and conservation groups. The problems of the 21st century are affecting the Serengeti. Climate change is changing weather patterns, causing more droughts that threaten the ecosystem. The rains, once predictable, are now erratic, disrupting the migrations of wildebeest and other animals, and making it harder for all creatures to find food and water. As the human population grows, so does the need for land and resources. Farming, mining, and building projects are encroaching on the Serengeti, breaking up habitats and disrupting animal migration routes. The once vast Serengeti is becoming smaller, its wilderness threatened by human progress. But there is still hope. Dedicated people and groups are working hard to protect this special place. Park rangers, risking their lives, patrol the vast area, fighting poaching and helping animals and humans live together peacefully. Conservationists are using new ways to track animal populations, restore damaged habitats, and promote sustainable land use. Educators are teaching people about the importance of conservation both in Tanzania and around the world. Their work, though difficult and often lacking funds, offers hope, showing how human cleverness and compassion can make a difference. The Serengeti is more than just a park. It's a symbol of the wild, a reminder that all living things are connected. It's a place that inspires us and makes us feel wonder at the natural world. Losing the Serengeti would be like losing a part of ourselves. We have a duty to protect this amazing place for future generations. We must find ways to live sustainably with nature, balancing our needs with the needs of all the species that depend on the Serengeti. The future of the Serengeti and our planet depends on all of us. We must realize that our actions, even small ones, affect the natural world. We must be more careful about what we buy, making choices that are good for the environment. We must support groups working to protect wildlife and wild places. And we must speak up for policies that support sustainability and conservation. The Serengeti reminds us that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves, a delicate web of life. It's a call to action, an invitation to become protectors of our planet, to safeguard the wild places that inspire us and to ensure a healthy future for generations to come. Our journey through the Serengeti is over. but the memories will last forever. We've seen the raw power of nature, the delicate balance of life, the beauty and the harshness of this ancient landscape. The Serengeti is a symphony of life, a masterpiece created over thousands of years. Let us remember the lessons of the Serengeti. Let its beauty inspire us, let its resilience give us hope, and let its future show our commitment to protecting our planet. The Serengeti, in all its wildness and wonder, is a gift, a treasure to be cherished, a legacy to be passed down through time.